Hi there, my name's Oliver Cox, and today I'm going to be teaching you an important part about accounting in business, analyzing receivables. But before we begin, what is a receivable? Well, a receivable is an asset that an entity owes your business that your business is yet to collect. The most common receivable you can expect to see is an account receivable, which is money owed to your business, usually by a customer who's purchased a product or service but has yet to pay for it. Let's have a look at how we analyze the changes in these receivables over time, starting with the horizontal analysis, which is used to compare 2 years of a business's receivable balances. It finds the dollar change between the accounts receivable balances for each year by subtracting the previous year's balance from the current year's. It then finds the percentage change between the two by dividing the dollar change by the previous year's receivables. The vertical analysis, on the other hand, is used to find the percentage a business's receivables take of its net sales. We divide the current year's accounts receivables by its total net sales and multiply it by 100 to get the percentage of accounts receivables in comparison to the net sales. Now onto the ratios, which are the other methods of assessing how a company is managing their receivables. The receivables turnover ratio counts how many times a business collects their average amount of on-hand receivables during the year. The days in receivables ratio takes the receivables turnover ratio and divides it into 365 days to calculate how many days it takes for a business to collect their receivables. Now let's have a look at how we calculate these ratios. The first step is to calculate the average accounts receivable, which is taking the beginning and ending accounts receivable and dividing it by 2. This gives the average. From there, you take the net sales of the year and divide that by the average, which gives you the receivables turnover ratio. From there, you take 365 days and divide that by the receivables turnover ratio to get the days in receivables ratio. It looks very complicated, but in practice, it's much easier than it looks. Finally, we'll look at the process used as a company's yearly safety net for managing bad debts, the allowance ratio. To calculate this ratio, we calculate the gross accounts receivables by adding the net accounts receivable and the allowance for bad debts. Then, we divide the allowance for bad debts by the gross accounts receivable, which gives us the percentage of bad debts the company will allow for the year. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. Hopefully it helped give you an understanding of how we manage our business's receivables. Remember, always keep a close eye on your receivables and their collection to ensure you maximize your earnings.